from loved ones that have passed away. This is I almost titled this video messages from the other side, but it's just such an awkward thing to word. So that's going to be what this video is a pick a pile. You can think of anybody that you would like to get some sort of messages from. You could use this reading for closure. You could use this reading to get, any random confirmations. And yes, so I hope that I could read this story or any of these messages in the most respectful way. And please let me know if any of these messages resonate, confirm things for you, or validate anything you're feeling or going through. I'd really appreciate it. Lets me know that I'm doing my job for the divine properly. All right. So before we start, I'm going to show you the piles. I don't have my singing bowl with me right now, so excuse me for that. So these are the 3 piles for, oh man, I didn't think about setting this up. These are the 3 piles for messages from a loved one that's passed away. So pile 1 is going to be this combat training knife. This is like a fake plastic knife to use to practice and train with other people sparring with knife fighting. So it's like a martial arts knife. That's pile 1. Pile 2 is going to be this bonsai tree plant. It's a baby bonsai tree. I bought this from the side of a road from a random man in a like one of those delivery trucks. I don't know, what do you call those? Like those trucks that people, they're like kind of small and people usually like rent them, like a U-Haul truck, but it's not a U-Haul truck. Sorry, I don't know, maybe that's significant. But pile 2 is going to be a bonsai tree plant. And then lastly, pile 3 is going to be the gas release. Please don't release. I mean, gas relief. Gas relief pills. They're for like farts and burps and things, Okay, so those are the three piles. Hey, Crystal, good to see you, and we're gonna get on to it. All right, thank you. I already got the incense lit. Oh yeah, by the way, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Bird. You're more than welcome to hang out. Subscribe, leave a comment if you'd like. Like I said, I mostly appreciate when people leave me comments or share their story, because I love to hear from you guys, and it lets me know that this is helping somebody out there. So thank you. Also, I do personal readings. You can get more details on that on my channel under the About tab, or you can email me directly at jungleintuitive@gmail.com. I also have a cash tag that you can donate to if you'd like to, or all of that. Or if you'd like to share your story with me privately and you just don't want like the whole world to see it in my comments, and feel free to email me there too. I'm trying to get better at answering my emails, but I'm kind of busy these days. But thank you so much, guys. Okay, and also I already got through all my personal bookings, so I am open. I have availability. So yeah, all right. Sorry about the yammering and yapping. We're gonna get on to pile 1. This is going to be messages from somebody who's passed away that you'd like to hear about or just wondering about. I'm gonna start by detailing what kind of person this was in your life, possibly, just to help you indicate if this is the right reading or the right pile you've picked. And like I said, I'm gonna be doing my best to just keep this as respectful as possible. Okay. So I don't know why I'm getting really shaky right now. Like, I feel kind of like a little bit anxious for this reading. I don't know why. Maybe somebody who's watching me right now is really anxious to hear from somebody that they haven't heard from in a while from the other side. Maybe somebody here is like really like, I heard they want to know something. They want to know how somebody felt, but they passed away. Pile 1. So pile 1, I feel like this could be a masculine that you're asking about. If you picked pile 1, this could be a masculine person in your life who passed away maybe like not too long ago. I don't think this is somebody that passed away like a long time ago. For some of you it is. It depends on how long you've been alive. This could be like in an example, if you speak about it relatively, like let's say that you're somebody who's 70 years old and this person passed away 10 years ago, then that's a confirmation. It just said power off, and that's confirmation as I was talking. This could be like for you it's recent because it's 10 years ago because you were alive for 80 years. Does that make sense? Or 70 years? But maybe for somebody that's like around my age, recent would be counting like 7 years ago, even like 5 years. um and if that makes sense, sorry. I'm still getting a frantic vibe. Like, I feel like there's a lot of things about this masculine that you didn't know about. Maybe you could have learned about it like after he passed away or left. There's like a lot of details. I heard like a lot of people have like a piece of information about this man or this masculine energy, like their own story about him or like their own connection. There could even be like, thank you so much, Devote, for being here because, sorry, somebody in the chat was being blocked out and I was anticipating that because there's a lot of really disrespectful, demonically possessed people that live next to me and they make lots of fake accounts and try to ruin the reading for other people. But that's why I'm just kind of like straight up right now. But anyways, this could, so just because I said that, I feel like there could even be a lot of people that hate this man or hated this man, but it was really secret. I feel like whoever you're asking about, this was really a powerful person. This could have been someone in the military. Like, this could be a grandfather, great grandfather, a dad, or like your husband, your ex-husband, or you could be a widow watching me. There's so many situations with pile one, but I feel like this is definitely like a father figure to somebody here who passed away. This could be somebody who was also, like, I heard, in law enforcement or military. This is someone with like a higher rank. For others of you, if it wasn't in the military, this man could have been and this doesn't have to be a man. I'm getting so many masculine energy with this one, but it could also be like a feminine who was the masculine. Like, this could be somebody that grew up in a third world country, or somebody who's been to a third world country or has stories about it. This could be somebody who grew up like in a more rural area, or like something about this, or a woman who has, or this could be someone who grew up in a war. Like, I heard war-torn country. This could be somebody like when they were young, there was like war literally in their country when they were growing up around their home in some way. Or a woman. This could be a woman also who was kind of the boss. Like, if it's not a man, it's like a woman who's like a little like older or elderly, who was like the matriarchy or the boss. Like, she could have even been like a single mother, a single mom vibe, and maybe she's like very militaristic even. Like, it could even be somebody like that. But I feel like this is somebody who is very, very key in a lot of people's lives, like in your family or whoever else, like in mutuals, whoever you're asking about. This is somebody who's kind of like, I heard, almost a celebrity. Like, this person could have been a celebrity. This person could be like very, very highly regarded, whoever this is that you're asking about. First of all, he wants, I should stop gendering these people or these messages, but whoever this is, this masculine energy wants you to know that they're very proud of you. Okay, this person wants you to know they're very proud of you. This person, especially if they're on the older side, I feel like this is someone who, when they passed away, they became an ancestor immediately. Like I said, this person has very high ranking, very high spiritual knowledge. I heard this person could even have known magic or some sort of manifestation powers. Like, this could be someone, when he was alive, he was seen, or sorry, I keep saying he, so I'm gonna go with he, but he was he could be even like perceived as lucky. Like, he could have been like, oh yeah, he's like I said, someone's grandfather or father or someone's husband like went through many wars, and like this could be like someone who's like went through many different wars, right? And they got all these medals and badges, and they like are alive all this time, like made it through so many situations. And it's like, because this person could be very like they could have been really religious or very like spiritually protected by God, and that's why I'm getting a vibe of someone passing away at like a really old age. Like, they made it really far. And for others of you, this is someone who like accomplished a lot, so many things, like notoriously, before they passed away, like enough to like rack up for somebody who was like 100 years old. But this person is very, I heard they have a lot of good karma. This person, so whoever this is you're asking about, they said that they went through the same thing as you. So this is definitely giving me like an ancestor vibe. This masculine said that, you know, he's gone through exactly what you've been through. He was waiting for somebody like you to show up through the generations. It's something about, like, especially if this is like a grandfather, great grandfather, it's kind of like maybe like your father, like the one that was supposed to be kind of, I heard, like, taking up the family footsteps. It's something strange about how, like, this person, sorry, there's I sorry, my neighbors, they live in my basement and they have like weird stuff down there, and it sometimes I have to like jump up because they're really weird. But so like, sorry, so I feel like this person got a lot of attention, like when he was younger. He could be like really attractive. Maybe he had a lot of wives, like a lot of ex-wives, or like secret wife or something like this in the past. Not for all of you, especially if this is like your ex-husband, but like this is only for those of you who know. um I keep getting disturbances. So it's like this person made it through their life a really long time, but so many people were always disturbing him, like just trying to get his attention. This person could have been a Libra, a Gemini, Aquarius. I also heard Cancer, possibly, Taurus, Scorpio, have those signs very strongly aspected. This man is very popular. And I feel like throughout his life, lots of people have tried many, 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 many different things to mess with him. Um, it's it's because his manifestation was so strong. But this person wants to say, like, he's very proud of you. He was always very proud of you. Like I said, something about like your father, or if this is a masculine energy that's like a woman, like a boss, it's kind of like maybe like your mom was supposed to step up and do something similar to this ancestor, but it's like she couldn't. You know, there's something about like ego. I heard there's something about ego. There's something about how like empathy, like you have a certain, this person didn't get a chance to tell you before they passed away that you have that empathy, the same one that he recognizes or she recognized in herself when she was your age. The same exact view on the world, even if you didn't end up doing the same pathway as this ancestor or as this person you're asking about. This person is like very proud of you. Just even the ways that you carried yourself in whatever field it was that is not like this person, it still shines through. Like it shines through. You have leadership. There's something about how this person, like I said, they have a very high rank either in the military or spiritually or in their job, whatever it is. Like it's a serious job. It's like you have that leadership. Like he can see you making the decisions for like the family, or making very like balanced like heart and mind decisions. This could be somebody that wanted to even like, I heard like wanted to help you get into certain career fields. It's like this could even be somebody that was like, you want to, if you want to do what I do, like this could have been someone who offered to you when you were younger or when they were alive, like, hey, if you want to do what I do with my life or did with my life, I can totally help you because I could see you. You have the right character and the soul for this, whatever this is. But I feel like something happened where they weren't able to pass on this message. They weren't able to connect all the dots in time. I heard there's like other relatives in front of this person between you, and it was like a really strange thing. Again, that maybe this family member or this person had lots of money, and it was kind of like maybe that's why everybody was interrupting him. Everybody was trying to get in your way or get his attention. I heard even at the funeral, people didn't recognize you, but it was like the same people that didn't recognize you at the funeral, they didn't even talk to him. Like they didn't even talk to him at all or visit him when he was alive, or she. But it's like when this person, I'm getting a really weird vibe. Like it's like this person's so popular, but all these people are empty and they have their own like motivations because this man had like money or like a high rank or like a lot of like popularity. And it's kind of like you weren't, it was like these people, other people could have wanted you to even be forgotten. Like, but the person who actually passed away, he never forgot about you. Like, you were in his mind. He would ask about you. Like, I heard two peas in a pod. Like, he just saw so much of the charisma, the leadership in you or she, that like the potential. you could even look like this person. If this is your relative, like your great grandma or your great grandpa, you literally look like them, like when they were young, and nobody even wants to tell you that. Like, it's almost scary, it's almost eerie. Like, like, let's say, like, if this relative that passed away, or whoever this masculine is, or whoever this was that was like had a lot of power in your family, I heard, it's like, let's say this relative wears glasses. It's like the moment you put on glasses, people look at you and they get really scared because it feels like they're seeing a ghost. Like especially older people who knew this person like over the years, when they saw you, it's like, you know, it's something weird. Like, I saw a ghost. I heard, oh my God, I saw a ghost, but it's you. So something interesting like this, I feel like other people could be jealous of you, or could have been jealous of you for some reason. Like, maybe this person favored you and talked about favoring you, and people could have gotten really like threatened. The family could have treated you strangely, especially at the funeral. Thanks, Judith, for being here. But I'm going to pull some cards. I'm sorry, I got a little carried away in there. It's because there's just so much confusion around this person. I feel like there's so many people in the way, just trying to like, no, I knew him. No, I knew him. Or I knew her. She has so much power. This person, if they weren't in the military, or if they weren't like some sort of huge boss, they could have been like, this could even be an energy of like the family has a family business, and he was like the one who started it. Like, his name, he's like, or she, like, her name is the name of the restaurant or the name of the family business. Like, it could even be like that, and everybody looked to him. Everybody wanted to get in where they could, or with her. Like, they were trying to be like, no, well, let me help you with this. But then maybe a lot of people could have tried to scam this person when they were alive, like tried to be like, oh, let me help you with this, but really like they were trying to get with the money or get some sort of part of the power. Okay, fingernails, 68. So here's some details about this person. This person could be like kind of shy, to be honest. What's strange is a lot of people like really look to this person, or looked to this person, asked them a lot of questions, but this could be somebody that's very like quiet spoken. I'm getting a strong, like, I almost said Scorpio. It's like Scorpio or Libra vibe. Like, everybody loves this person. They always look good, or looked good. They always know how to set themselves up in a way that's very clean, but they could be shy, like quiet, very mysterious almost, or just keep to themselves, like don't really want to like shake up things so much, but people just naturally gravitated to this person anyways, and his power, or her hard work that paid off throughout her life really made this even more. And I feel like this person, maybe this person had like a serious position, like I said, some sort of boss, owner, general, admiral. It's like this person could have a very serious exterior, or their job seems really serious, like their credentials, maybe even their demeanor to people who don't know them, but inside they're like really, really compassionate, sweet, kind, like just absolutely opposite. And this person's like really, honestly, I heard badass, because it's like, I heard Army Rangers. Somebody could have been an Army Ranger. I heard Special Forces. I also heard like PJ. I think PJ is like, what is that? The ones, the Air Force, where they go in and they rescue like people in reconnaissance, like you know, when you're in a video game and like you're getting barraged by like the enemy, and you have to hit something on the phone, and then somebody comes in and drops in, and pew, when people parachute in and they come get you, like everybody just comes in. That's what a PJ is. I think that's what I understand. Like they're like tougher than a Navy SEAL, I heard, or something. Like they're trained harder. Like this could be somebody that was really, really serious, like a really big deal, really intense. But it's like and it doesn't have to be military, but I keep getting military just because it's what I'm picking up here. But like or like I heard super paramedic, like a paramedic, but like the highest level of paramedic, or the highest level of like fireman, like I don't know what the ranks are in like firefighting, but it's like the master general, like whatever, like the up, like like of whatever it is, like to the point where people called this person to come in. This could even be somebody people called for to rescue in the past, or like I'm also seeing the man from I'm seeing the man from what, not Pulp Fiction. Is it Pulp Fiction? No, it is Pulp Fiction. The Remember when in Pulp Fiction they accidentally shoot the kid in the back seat and they leave a huge bloody mess in the back seat of the car, and they had to go home and they called this special man, like this special like mafia looking man in a suit, to come in and take care of it and clean it. It's like, and they would call him for like really serious situations like this where they didn't know what to do, because he was experienced and he was like older too. Like he was an older experienced gangster and he knew what to do. He had a crew, cleaning crew, everything. Like he's done this before. And so it's like it doesn't have to be military, like I said. You know, it's like giving me the vibe of this really experienced, very, very talented person. The Wolf, thank you, Devote. It's like pararescue, thank you. Thank you. It's like this person, they were somebody people would call in, like call in the specialist. This is like the specialist, or like a really high ranking person in whatever it is they do. It's like, okay, we're something's going on, okay, we got to call them in, and they come in and they fix it. And that could be why this person's very, very respected. Okay, what are some, oh shoot, hold on. Baseball caps could be significant. Like this person could have liked to wear baseball caps. I also saw tennis balls, like the walker with the tennis ball at the end. Like they could have had a walker with the tennis ball. Also, they could have worn like jackets, like windbreaker jackets or something like this. Like giving me 90s vibes. Someone could be 80 years old, or something happened in 1980, 75, 65 could be significant, 43, 55. The thing about this person, also a confirmation, is that this person is very stubborn. So like it's really cool how, like, not cool, but it's like kind of complex. This person's personality is complex. It's like, to some people, like people that this person really loves, like they have a soft spot for, they're very shy, very gentle, very like humanized, very sweet, very like especially with like the kids in the house or whatever, very nice. But to people on the outside world, they know how to be straightforward. They're stubborn. I heard this person would argue with people, like openly, like fight for something they want. This is someone who is very good at routine. Like they like to wake up exactly at the same time every day, or I heard like take 30-second showers. Very prompt person, loves to be on time, whoever this is. Very stable person. So what does this person want to tell you, pile one? There's something about romance. Okay, maybe this is weird, but maybe this person, I heard, oh, so you're a lover boy too, huh? I heard you get an attention. You get a lot of attention. I heard him say, or her say, you get a lot of attention. And then he shrugs. This person's like, maybe you deal with a lot of issues, and I don't know, you were dealing with issues in romance when this person was alive, or maybe you could have even asked this person for advice, or maybe they watched over you around and like they kind of picked up on this. Like they want you to know the reason why you had issues in romance so much is because you didn't realize how attractive you are. And I know that sounds really like I'm blowing smoke up your you-know-what, but this is genuinely what I'm seeing in this thick card right here. Like, you make people very passionate for you, and you don't understand that people that are passionate, they don't act like they do in the movies. They don't always act like, you know, in cartoons when the guy has the hard eyes, and you know in a cartoon when the guy sees a pretty girl and his mouth just and it drops to the ground and his eyes pop out of his face and they turn to hearts, and he does everything for her and like puts his jacket on the puddle. The thing is, in real life, humans are complicated. They have so many layers, so many filters on what they see things. Like I heard the more trauma someone has, the more filters they have, and the less resolute the image becomes, especially when emotions are involved, especially when you're a good looking person. You need to understand, maybe somebody here who's watching me, they're not, like, you're stuck in the middle of being humble, but you're also stuck like you're between being humble and like not trying to like hype yourself up so much, but you're also like, you're like trying to figure out like, well, what do I deserve, or something like this, or like maybe you recently went through this, or you're kind of in a, this is like a cycle that was put on you for a while now. It's kind of like he wants you, or she wants you to know the reason why you keep complaining. I don't know, someone keeps complaining about being alone, or like friends not understanding them, or even family. It's because you're attractive. This person, when they were alive, they could have had a lot, like they could have been a player. I'll be really honest with you, this man or woman, when they were alive, they could have low-key been a player when they were young, like in their young years. Because I'm sensing this is like an elderly person who passed away. This person is like, they used to be a player, you know? And then I'm seeing like those videos of kids kind of asking their grandparents about stories from like back then when they got married, and they're like reacting like, oh my God, because back in the old days, you know, something about how like people operated very differently from dating than they do now. But this person could have gotten a lot of attention. It could even run in your family. If this is a family member, this could be something that happens. Like if you're a female, maybe all the females in your family on this side, like they're like, they get this similar issue, like romantic issues, or like even like infidelity, like, or men, like maybe men cheat in your family, like it's common, or like they get a lot of attention, and is like I heard like a karmic type of, this is like a generational karma, like I don't know, like something about how like you're blessed, or you inherit certain features that make you really attractive, but it's like maybe the people before you they don't know how to weld it, like they didn't know how to use that power properly, or they didn't have the right personality or ego levels to be able to kind of like hone it properly. So maybe that's why you could just perceive men or women in your family, or whatever the group this is that this person came from, as being players, or as having like a really warped mindset on romance, when in reality it's actually because like y'all, this is kind of a generational curse. It's like a karmic, it's like a lifetimes long, like this has always happened. There's always some sort of issue. It's always like, I don't know, like another woman shows up and is yelling, or another man is showing up. It's like, but even when you don't do anything, even when you could even be somebody watching me right now that like thinks that you're a magnet for drama. Like you sit down, you take a sip of your coffee, and all of a sudden someone's baby mother out of nowhere is like, why are you doing this? And you didn't do anything. Or like when you go in public, you know, maybe you expect to have camaraderie with like I said, with people of the same gender as you. Like if you're a man and you see other men, you know, you're used to like, hey bro, hey brother, like there's like a brotherhood, or like a bro code, and it's like, or a girl code. Like if you're a girl, woman, it's like you expect a girl code, like a nod, you know. And you could notice that like men are just like, or women, other men, they're just like very vicious, or they're very like separated from you in some situations, or they compete with you. It's like there's no friendship, and they want you to know it's because you're freaking attractive. And I think you just don't get it. Like I don't think maybe like you could have grown up, like I heard, okay, I use this term a lot, ugly kid syndrome. It's where you grew up like the ugly duckling, and you could have been like a late bloomer, or you could have like not really gotten like your mental stuff together to the point where you can take care of yourself until later. And maybe you're still used to even like people not giving you attention. And when they do, maybe you could be someone who reacts really weirdly. Like, why are you looking at me like that? like you could, like there could be like, let's say like you walk by the construction site, and you're used to people, maybe you're used to people heckling you. Maybe you're used to people saying, look at that funky looking girl. Look at that crazy girl with the crazy hair, ha ha ha. Or some, you know, maybe when you walk outside, you're used to like ladies when they're kids being like, oh, look at that guy, he's weird. Or look at that girl, don't be like that, finish school. Damn, people are mean to you. People are mean. I'm sorry you went through that. but you could be somebody who's been through that. And so maybe, like, let's say you walk by a construction site and you're a woman and you're expecting these guys to call you a cow or be like, oh, look at her, she's fat. Like, maybe you used to be plus sized, or I don't know, or you used to be skinnier, or, oh, look at that girl, she's got a flat ass, or, oh, is that a man, is that a woman? I heard somebody could be trans and you could have been used to, is that a man, is that a woman? Like, or like gay or something. You're used to people heckling you or something like this, bullied, or you were bullied in school as a kid, or like even just like being yourself. And it's like, you don't know that the like, when you walk by that construction site, they're all staring at you, and maybe you could be like naturally like thinking like, oh man, those guys are probably like looking at me like I'm some ugly chick, or like, oh, they're probably gonna say something mean to me. And the whole time you don't realize, like, they're staring at you because you're hot. They're staring at you because your hard work paid off. But maybe you're just so used to working and working and working and working and working, and people not rewarding you, people not recognizing you, people not like being like, I don't know, like not like validating, like you could have like leave your house sometimes and you look amazing to yourself, like, oh, this is a great outfit, you know, your hair looks good, but maybe you're used to people like averting their eyes even, or like going in public, smiling at someone, and them just kind of like turning around. And the whole reason why is because like you're attractive. You need to remember. Right, that was, let me know if you guys can still hear me. That was a phone call. Because I'm at work right now. I have to, we might be getting some customers in right now, so I might pause a little more often. Where was I? Yeah, anyways, the main message that he wants to tell you, or this masculine energy wants to tell you, is to stop being so anxious. Stop, like, he said, stop stopping yourself. Like, you keep going back on decisions you're making. You keep, like, he's watching you. He says he sees you. He sees everything. He sees even what people say about you. Maybe, like, you like, I feel like maybe you're indecisive because you think like people are going to be mean to you or something, or you're used to people not recognizing you. And maybe you like function in a way where it's like, well, I don't care about anyone's opinion anyways. And you just walk around and you kind of like steamroll. I heard you like steamroll over everybody. Like you see a few people in this sea of people that are in red. And let's say those red people represent like your enemy, like somebody that's just, I don't know, doesn't like you for no reason, like jealous. I heard you could perceive people as like hating you for no reason even. Like out of nowhere, people you never met, people who just saw you once but you never talked to them, didn't even stand 2 feet away from them, and they hate you for no reason. And it's like, maybe like you see those few people in this sea of people, right? These red dots. And it's like I'm seeing someone steamroll all of them. And there's like people in there that actually are nice to you, that actually want to appreciate you, but they're just too shy because you look very good. You inherited the family like looks, or that gene, that like the good genes. I heard you have the good genes. If this is a family member, you have like the best, like you he said that you have the potential to literally do what he did, maybe even more, because something about how times have changed, modern, especially if you're a feminine energy and like, or a female, you identify as female, there's something about how like times have changed, and there's a way he feels like you could probably like go even further than him or her. You just need to get over this weird hump where you don't see how you look. Because maybe it's because all your life there've always been people there, even family members that were jealous of you. Like I said, maybe they're like, why doesn't great grandpa talk about me like he talks about you, even though you're a kid, or like something like that, or dad, or whoever. It's like all your life, people have always tried to water you down and treat you like you're not as great as you are, treat you as like you're like not as attractive as you are or something. Like you could literally look even better than them, more like muscular, fit, toned, thick, have like really good features, nice breasts, nice ass, nice muscle, nice face, than these people. And they just like would try to say stupid things to make you feel like you're not doing anything. But he said, this is something that you're going to be dealing with for the rest of your life, and you got to get used to it, because this is what being hot is about. I heard this is what you're hot. The message is, you're attractive, and if you don't have a romance problem, this could be employment. Like, you're attractive. There's something about, especially if you're looking for a job or looking for a career, you need to go talk to them face to face, because that's what is in your genetic skills. The energy, because there's an energy, the face and the body, or even your hand movements, the way that you evoke emotion to people, it's a lot better than when you talk on the phone. Use it to your advantage. And like I said, especially if this person was like in a serious field like the military and he's telling you this, that's crazy. Like, I don't know, but that makes sense, because they're expected to stay, I heard they're expected to stay very clean, very organized, hygiene, they even have to iron and press their clothes, so that does make sense. Looks do convey something, and you naturally have that. You need, like, also with the knobby knuckles here, he says that you're not going to be working hard anymore. Some of you guys who are watching me in pile one, you could be somebody who works with your hands, or have had a lot of jobs where you've worked with your hands, and you could be somebody with like really like stretched out knuckles, where they're all have you ever seen a guy with like stretched out knuckles, where when he extends his hand like this, it's like they're like hella bubbled out, because he's just either punched so much or grabbed things so much, work with his hands so much, or like there's so many scars, and like, like you could be somebody with like really like used up hands or something like that. Like, you just work and work and work. He said you don't need to do that anymore. You don't need to make your life so hard. There's something about a change in your perception. Stop fighting the current. He said, stop fighting the current. Someone could have been in the Navy or like a sailor, because something about stop fighting the current, just go with it. Go in the direction of the wind and the water. You don't go against the wave. You don't go against the wave. Now I'm seeing Deadliest Catch. Someone could also have been like a fisherman, or like one of those people who catch all the crabs on Deadliest Catch. That show is wild. It's kind of scary. All the ocean like hits them, and like they damn near die. Like, they fall off the boat in the middle of a storm, like hurricane level. Like, he says, like, you need to stop doing that. Carefully assess the situation. Go step back and look at everything again. Look at everything again. Look at yourself. Look at what you have. Maybe it helps, he said, to look at old photos of yourself, to remind you where you came from and where you are now. Because there's something about your mindset making things harder than they have to be. He said that he left you money, and someone could have played around with that money as well. But he said something about, if you stay yourself, water hand. Someone here could be a water sign. Something could have happened in 2010. You could be. Also with the 10, I see this as the death card. Okay, so he also, I'm going to close off this pile. I feel like this pile isn't talking much about, anything really scandalous. I feel like this person just genuinely cares about you, and they just want to tell you some stuff. Like, that's what it feels like. I feel like this person just genuinely cares about you. Maybe he knows that you feel like alone, like you feel like there's nobody to ask advice of. He says, ask him. Ask whoever you're regarding, pile one. Don't ever be afraid to ask him for advice. Like, talk to whoever this is, or her. Because maybe there's people around you that are supposed to give you advice, and they're supposed to like be there for you, and they're giving you the wrong advice, or you need to look at their past actions, especially if this is regarding other family members. Like, you need to see how, if this is like, let's say like your aunt, like if your aunt in the past didn't believe you for something, wasn't there for you, didn't help you at all, he said, don't expect it to change now. Because this has happened to him too. Remember how I said a lot of people really fake with him or fake with her at the end of her life, like really fake, trying to get in where they can, trying to get their name somewhere next to this person, trying to touch this person's money. This ancestor or whoever this is that passed away, they said like the same exact thing happened to him. Don't, if someone showed you that they weren't there for you or they don't care about you with their actions, not their words, believe it, believe it. And when you get this success, he said something about how you are going to get success very soon. There's going to be an end to some sort of situation that makes you feel some sort of way that brought you to this reading. You have been going through something that brought you specifically to this reading. You could be somebody that doesn't even want to like ask your ancestors very often. Maybe you're somebody that like doesn't like to bother them, I heard, or you're really over considerate, and they said stop doing that. And they said whatever situation that broke you down so much that led you to read to this reading and watch pile one. Again, if this doesn't resonate for you, I'm sorry, you can pick another reading or another pile. This is really specific. He said that like it's about to end really soon, like it's gonna be over before you know what. I heard he said that it's gonna flip over. The only thing you have to do in this situation is to just stop. He said stop fighting it, stop fighting the current, continue to be yourself. You don't need to act big and bad. You don't have to act mean. You don't have to act tough. You don't need to press out yourself. You don't need to put on the big girl dress and come outside and be a bitch to everybody and show everyone, oh, you didn't believe me. No, he said it's okay for you to stay sensitive. It's okay for you to stay empathic. You know, maybe you were around a lot of narcissistic people and maybe you got broken down in that way. And he said that not everybody is that way. You acting more like yourself despite, you know, whoever or whatever is making you feel like the world is dark, it's like that's not the whole world. And if you take those people, those hateful, you know, haters words or whatever this is, seriously, you will become like them. But if you keep yourself separate from them, I'm hearing like you could be dealing with enemies or people that don't like you because you're different from them. Like they could operate in a low vibration, like really angry. They don't like that you're a high vibration. And maybe like you felt like for a while you had to be tough, like you have to be scary and lower your vibration. Like I heard like you thought you had to speak their language to get them to understand you. But he wants you to know that the whole time, there is no way to speak these people's language because you're not meant to be like them. You're not meant to be on that vibration. You never were. You have a really important purpose in this life. And I'm not trying to put other people over other people. I'm not trying to make like a weird hierarchy or this and that God chose you. But like, because everybody has a chance to work for God. Everybody has a chance to get in touch, you know, and do something for themselves, manifest, and show gratitude to the universe through this. Everyone has a chance to, but you know what? Some people are more far along on the journey than others. Some people are close, quote unquote, closer to their mission when they were here than others. And so, of course, you're going to be in a different mindset and different behavior from people who don't understand you and are going to be angry with you. You trigger something in people, but that want you to be angry like them. And he said, you don't need to do that. You don't need to work so hard. You don't need to force yourself to do this and that. You just need to keep being yourself and keep being nice, soft, or, you know, especially if people think you're soft or think you're, you know, like a doormat, you can, they said, don't stop being soft. Like, don't stop being a good person, but just stop being scared of like people entering your life, because he said also like being empathic and being a nice person, being kind is the strongest. It's stronger than being angry or tough or something. It's actually stronger. Especially when low vibrational people cannot understand you. They cannot understand it. It makes you more powerful. Think of it this way. What's gonna win a fight? A knife or like this really advanced gun? Will the knife understand how to turn into a gun? Will it be happy to see the gun? Will it automatically grow a dong and a trigger and like all this stuff and become a fancy rifle right there in the fight? No. I'm not gonna sit there and I'm sorry if weapons are triggering. Maybe again, something about weapons here, but that's what I'm feeling here. It's like these people are knives and you're a gun. And it's like you need to stop expecting them to become a gun and understand. They're gonna keep stabbing, they're gonna keep trying to cut you, but pff, it's over. Remember when people say don't bring a knife to a gunfight? That's what these people are like to you. They're like bringing knives to your gunfight, and maybe you're looking at it like the wrong way, like you think that you're in trouble because there's lots of knives, there's lots of people with a knife coming towards you, but you have the power. Okay, I see. He wants you to know, like, you have to look at the power. You're the one holding the AK-47. You're the one holding this big machine gun, and these people are coming around you with a knife, and all you have to do is just done. All of them mowed down. But maybe you're like nervous. You're like, oh my God, there's this person there. This person doesn't like me. This person there, they don't like me. They don't like me. They don't like me. It's because you're attractive. It's because you're this really fancy gun. And these people have, like, you know, they're a less advanced situation, military skill, whatever it is. This person's very, like, strategic. This person could have definitely been like some sort of tactical boss or tactician or something like this. Also, someone could have played football, but there's, yeah, they said, like, you don't, okay, before I end this pile, he said, you don't need to act like aggressive, like a knife person, because you have the gun. Sorry, I get it now. He said you don't need, this whole time you're holding this really powerful gun, and these people all have these tiny little knives and needles, and you thought you acting aggressive like them, you stooping down and calling them stupid back, or trying to be angry like them to get them to understand you, is like you putting the gun down and picking up the knife instead, when you had the gun the whole time pointed at them. They're just yelling at you. These people are yelling at you because you got the gun. They can't come any closer. There's something about how, especially if these are people that don't show up to your face, like if this is, you're dealing with like some sort of issue, like over the internet or over some sort of distance, it's like, because these people know they have knives and shanks, they know their weapon cannot reach the vibration of yours. The moment these people step in your face, they're dead. Their face is blown off. They don't even need to open their mouth or breathe. They don't even need to lift their, boom. Do you understand? Sorry, there's a lot of violent messages here. This person has seen a lot in their life. They've seen people bleed. And so he said, take my advice seriously, because I've seen people die. Maybe this is applied on a battlefield, applied somewhere else where people died next to him. So something again, so the message of pile one, you're the gun in the knife fight. Stop acting like a knife. Stop acting like it hurts. They're not even touching you. You're attractive. They're fighting you because you're more attractive, more powerful, and they know it. You don't need to be mean. You don't need to be cold. You don't need to be dramatic. You could still laugh. You could still be happy. And just know that whoever these people are, they're knives. And you're a big, big, big expensive gun. You can end them, their friend, everything in 5 seconds. I don't care if they got machetes. I don't care if they all got katanas, Viking sword. You know what's going to happen to them the second they step up to you. That's why you naturally want to be kind. That's why you naturally want to be sweet to people, because your whole life is set up to be that way. Everything you've accumulated, your hard work, when people didn't look at you, when people didn't count, when people counted you out up to this point. Now you've developed into a huge weapon. These people, their weapons are blunt, they're small. They don't defend them because they didn't have to go through the things you did. That's why they're still in a low vibration. They haven't gone through ego deaths. The biggest enemy, the biggest boss in the video game is you. These people too scared to fight themselves. That's why they can't improve and upgrade. Stop wasting your time on people like this. And you will not have to work hard ever again in your life. Respect yourself. Okay, done. Team. All right, pile 2. Sorry, that was it. Okay, I hope you guys like that pile. Please let me know in the comments. I'm gonna move on to pile 2 now. If anything I said validated what you were going through, or gave you some sort of clarity, feel free to let me know in the comments. That was a really straightforward reading. That really turned into something. But we're going to get on to pile 2 now. I hope you guys liked it so far. Pile 2 is going to be the baby bonsai tree. Thank you, Devote. I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad you liked it, Cap'n Bells. All right. Pile 2. Okay, this is for you. This is a message from the other side, from somebody who's not in your life anymore in that way, like someone who's transitioned to the other side, somebody who's no longer with us. This is a message from them. Pile 2. Okay, pile 2, baby bonsai tree. Somebody here, this could be a feminine energy you're asking about. This could be a woman that you're asking about. This could be somebody who used to have like some sort of skin problems, or like acne pitting, but not all of you. Or like if they did, you don't know, it's like a long time ago. This person's very colorful. They could have been like a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I heard Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. There's things you didn't know about this woman. Maybe you thought she was mean. When she was alive, you thought she was mean. But maybe when later on you realize some stuff she was going through, and you realize why, I don't know, interactions between you were like a little bit strange. This could be someone that you still feel like you don't know very well. Like it's still a mystery, like things are still unraveling about whoever this is you're asking about. This is a female. The age is going across the board. Like for some of you, this is someone that's like really like older, like your grandma. And for some of you guys, this is someone who's younger, like your age, who passed away. Like this could have been a friend. So apply it how it fits. Foul play. I heard foul play. And I just want to close my eyes and shake my head. Like that makes me really sad. That makes me really like hurt. I feel really hurt right now, actually. I heard foul play. I heard really foul play. This woman, she was really important to a lot of people, and I feel like this is a situation where like people didn't take her side in the end, or like towards the end they didn't take her side, and then something happened. Again, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I don't want to trigger anyone, so I'm not gonna try to get too far into that. But definitely like a foul play situation. Like I feel like someone had a hand in this ending. I'm sorry, I'm sorry if I'm upsetting you, but this could be something that you already know. Yeah, people were so unnecessarily cruel to this woman. Unnecessarily cruel. Like she could have been in an abusive relationship too, or like she could have like used to have an abusive marriage, and then like if she's older, like I don't know, she left that marriage. You could have even like, I don't know, when you found out the truth of what this woman went through, or like really like sat down, like maybe like in her house, or like with her things, or like reading about her or something, you could have cried, or you could have like really wished you had more time to talk to this person. I feel like though in the end you got closer to this person. Like in the end though, you still like took advantage of what time you had, and I think this person wants you to know like you did good. Maybe somebody here feels guilty, like pile 2, not guilty, but some sort of like energy of like I wasn't there enough for this person, or I didn't say and talk enough to them before they went away. I didn't like, and you didn't learn about like what they were dealing with or what they went through till the end. Like this could even be a situation where like if this person invited you to things, you didn't go because of whatever XYZ at the time, and maybe you regret it. Or maybe there was a point when this person passed away that you regretted it. Like you didn't go. You didn't go to this person's thing, or you didn't visit this person as much. This person wants you to know not to feel guilty, because I heard you could have like after this person passed away, you could have actually offered support to like their family, or offered some sort of support to their chosen family. Like I heard this could have even been someone who didn't really have a family, they had just friends. Like this person went through a lot. I heard this person went through a lot. But like when this person passed away, you could have really went out of your way. Like you could have really helped out. They want you to know like that really meant a lot to them. That even if you just reached out to their family or something like this, or you offered to be there for them, that meant a lot to this person. I'm going to just say this feminine energy, she wants you to know like she really appreciates you. And don't feel bad. Like do not blame yourself. Like there were a lot of people that really abandoned this person, and you're not one of them. She said you were not one of those people that abandoned her. There could have even been like a weird misconception due to abuse or something like this, or due to something she was dealing with, or people she was around at the time that was just preventing clarity. But it's not your fault. She wants you to move on with your life. I heard she wants you to move on with your life. Like maybe you already are, and maybe she says like she's happy about that. Like maybe she's saying like I'm seeing that you're finally like getting on like healing, and you're taking like what experiences you're feeling and learning from dealing with my place in your life, and you're going somewhere with it. You're taking it really far, and she's happy, she's proud for you. She's really happy about that. And she wanted to also say thank you. Like, thank you for being there for me. Because it's something about how, like, there's a boundary. Like, I'm seeing, like, a fence. Like, I'm seeing a house with a fence and then another house with a fence. But the fences are, like, this far apart from each other. And it's almost unnecessary. But they both have two fences. So it's, like, I'm seeing that, like, kind of, like, you and this person. It's, like, they're there. And, like, there's, like, an invisible boundary. Like, where you just weren't able to be there as much. And it's like this person said, like, that's totally fine. Like, why are you tripping? She said, why are you tripping out about this? Why are you making this more dramatic than it has to be? Like, I'm okay. She says, I'm okay. I'm better. Maybe you feel bad because you found out this person's living life sucked really bad. And then they went away. And it was like, why couldn't I be there to make it better for them? I heard. And it's like she wants you to know it's better now. It's better now. This is what I'm supposed to do. It's okay. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Like, she dealt with a lot of stuff, and now she's better. She likes this, she said. This person could have been very good with makeup. Like, if this is someone who was older, like when she was younger, her makeup was really pretty, like really good at hair. Maybe this was someone who did hair. For others of you, this was someone your age. She was very beautiful, like very, very gorgeous. A baddie. I heard she total baddie. Some of you guys could have actually had a romantic thing with this person. If this is not a family member, this could have been someone like an ex of yours, like someone that you were romantically involved with. In some way, some capacity, or maybe this person like liked you. That hurts, huh? That burns. Like, and maybe y'all didn't get to like date or something, or make it official or something like this. Like, this person, I'm gonna say something, and she wanted me to say something, and I don't want to say it because I don't want to put somebody who's watching me like deeper into some sort of, I don't want to make you upset, but I'm gonna say it anyways because this is readings for entertainment. She said you were the one. She said you could have been the one, but now I heard another life, another time. maybe you, if this is somebody romantic, I'm so sorry. Like, you could have walked around after this person passed away, like nobody in the world fit for you. Like, you walk around, you look at this person, that person, this person, that person. It's like nothing made sense for a second. Like, you just, nobody made sense. It's like a combination of anger and just sadness and just a lack of closure. And it's like she wants you to know, like, it's not your fault. It's okay. It's okay to find a new friend. If this could have even been a best friend of yours, it doesn't have to be romantic. It's like, it's okay to move on. I see you're moving on with your life or trying. I see you're doing this and that, and I'm happy for you. That's what I wanted. Things are good here. I'm being taken care of. I heard she has her favorite food up there. I heard she gets her nails done every day. She's happy. She's watching everybody, not just you. She's watching over her friends. It's like she's here in spirit, but she also is like, she's also proud of you for moving on. Pink flowers or magenta could be a significant color or thing in this. Maybe she really liked pink or pink flowers or flamingo. I'm also seeing like flamingo pink, or like, what is that color? Salmon. Like, maybe this person wore something that's salmon. Very good, like very beautiful though. Very beautiful energy, very like physically attractive, like knew how to put it together. Definitely beautiful. But this person said, like, you're beautiful, but you're beautiful, darling. You're beautiful. Let it go. Let it go. It's okay. Hold on. Let me get some more here. Devote says, do you ever get messages from pets? Honestly, I've never done that before, but I'm willing to try it. Maybe I'll do a pets reading next. Okay, let's get some messages from pile 2. The Venus finger. Yeah, this is definitely like giving me a mild romantic vibe, or like friend crush. And others of you, this is like a family member that you had like warm feelings for, like you really cared about them, like somebody you really cared about, but it was like you just couldn't be there for them for whatever reason, just due to circumstances. But whoever this feminine energy is, like, they really liked you. They could have, like, if this is someone your age, not like a family member, this person was like dating people that were not good for them. This person was dating people not good for them. They saw you as somebody that was good, but it was like the way they were going, like maybe they were getting like they were like sketchy people around them. There was like sketchy people around them or something, and it was just not gonna ever, it was not gonna work. Others of you, if this is a family member, this person, like, this person, maybe they weren't like allowed to see you as a caring person. Like, maybe people talk shit to this family member about you and you didn't know, or something about how like people try to put you on certain sides. Like, if this is something like that, there's so many mixed messages. I'm sorry, so many mixed messages in pile 2. The affection lines. What does this person want to say? She says you're cautious about love. Cautious about love. You have like problems with affection. She sees you have problems with like receiving affection or receiving like intimacy or something, not just sex, but like, I mean, like emotional intimacy, like letting yourself be open to people, because of like, because you're like critical to, like, you're critical with yourself. Like, this is like, maybe you're stayed from pile 1. Like, you could be the same person. You care too much about other people. That's why you're specifically, she wants you to know, the reason why you're so specifically hurt about her not being here anymore is because you really put your heart on the line, and you really take things to heart. And you're so loving towards other people and caring about other people that you forget about loving yourself, what you've been through. Like, that maybe that's why you're harsh on yourself. Like, that's why she said she thinks that you're harsh on yourself for not spending time with her before she died, or like something about like like you're way too harsh with yourself, because yeah, you're hard on yourself. Like you're not forgiving yourself for being a human, for being too tired maybe that day to go see her that time before. Like you're not forgiving yourself for being a human. Like things happen. And just so you know, you were one of the most human people that was around her, and she wants you to know that she was glad you were there. Because it was a lot of not so nice people she was dealing with in her life. So you did make a positive impact on this person, even if it was in the end, or even if it was when you didn't have a lot of time with this person. They want you to know that. Okay, what's going on here? If you know this was a foul play situation, pile 2 is like, if you know this was foul play, like you know that this person wasn't supposed to go, or it was perceived not supposed to go when they did, she wants you to know you're smart for that. First of all, she thinks you're very smart because she watched. I heard, like, especially this is someone who was like, I don't know, like I heard like foul play, like somebody went and did something to them. It's like this person watched from their above their body, like when it happened. Like this person watched different people react to the news, and she saw how you were, and she was like, you're very smart. Because a lot of people, she said, even if this person had kids, she's like, even my own kids didn't get it. There's something about you knowing the truth about what happened to this person that helped this person move on to the other side, and she wanted to thank you for that. Maybe you prayed when this person passed away. You could have prayed, or you could have said a prayer at the funeral. You could have helped or something like that. But something about how you knew, maybe there were other people at this funeral that you knew were involved or shouldn't have been there, like people that were very like wrong, like even enemies of this person. Like, you know, they were enemies, you know, like to the day that they died, they were talking absolute shit about whoever this was, like really disrespectful, and people let them be there. Maybe you could have seen them there, and you like even like gave them the eye, or you like energetically like shielded the priest or monks or whoever it was. Like you shielded the priest, you shielded like all the people that were actually there for this person, like away from these energies. Like you could feel them try to project, try to be like demonic. Like these could be really messed up people who could have been involved. She said that you're very smart for that, and she thanks you. She said that you helped her. This is where I'm going to get a little bit mildly religious or spiritual, and you don't have to believe in the same things, but I'm just seeing this in my mind. Something about, like, she said because you were there, she was able to walk up those steps easily without any blockage. You helped. Something about you being at that funeral, or even if you weren't and you prayed or you talked to her, as like when, you know, if you are intuitive or you have the abilities, right? There's a black fly spying on us. It's kind of like, you could have talked to her like just talk to her after she passed away, like, oh, like, you know, go to the, I don't know, I heard someone like, I didn't I'm getting so many messages, but I was gonna say, like, I heard someone say go to the light, like something about your voice or your prayer or something about your energy helped the priest or helped whoever this was or whoever these people are in this funeral. Like, it helped this person, like, guide them to the right place. Like it showed them a light. I'm seeing like a beam of light come out of the dark sky, and then the stairs. But before that, it was completely pitch black, and it's you, and I just see you, and you're under a light right there, and it's really, really faint, but it's like you were one of the only people that saw the truth and knew who to protect the energy. Like, something about this, I'm sorry if this is so specific. Please let me know if this is, you know, resonating with you. Others of you tried to tell the truth about, like, something about who you knew was doing something wrong to this person. Like, you could have tried to, and this person said thank you. Like, because you know how, like, when they say, like, ghosts exist because people, when they pass away, they don't know they're dead. And when in my culture, like when I was growing up, they used to tell me, like, you know, ghosts are just people that don't know they're dead. Like, they just died and then they still think they're alive and they're in a cycle and they're still in the house while you're living in it at the same time. So it's like something about how like you helped this person see the clarity, like see what everything was happening and go home, go back home. She said you helped her go back home. Somebody could have used to wear like really tall heels. Seeing like really big heels, like stripper heels for some of you guys, like big level heels, or like shoes. Like this person really liked shoes. The headline, how use your brain. Yeah, she keeps saying you're really smart. Someone could be 27 years old, 31, 56, 19, 45, or 81. She was like, she keeps saying you're so smart. I wish I knew you were this smart before. I would have asked you to help me with more things. Like, she's so astounded, I heard. She said you have the ability to convince anybody of your side of the story. Like you're very convincing, you're very persuasive, you sway people with emotions properly. You know how to put people in the shoes. Like you know how to make most people see the other side. And you make people think. But there's something, the people that were like against this person, you couldn't make those people think. And so you prayed against them, or not against them, but you prayed to protect something here. And you helped the voyage. The voyage was successful. Okay, what are some, I'm gonna finish off pile 2 and get to pile 3, but what are some messages that pile 2 would like, or pile 2's loved one would like them to know from the other side? What are some messages that pile 2, from pile 2? Yellow semicircle in the reverse. Red heart in the reverse. Okay. Teal triangle in the reverse. Oof. What's going on? What's going on? White heart in the reverse. Green oval. Should I keep... These are all reverses. Should I keep taking reverses? Or should I just read them as normal? Because I'm like... Okay, brown square in the upright. Okay. Okay. There's a karma here. She wants to tell you something about a karma that's attached to your love life or your self-love. It could even be your self-love, something about love, receiving love, like in your family, if this is a family member, and if this is like a former lover or like somebody that's like your friend or something like that. This person wants to tell you something about like lime green triangle, blue octagon. Stop, sad stop, triangle, money triangle. Racial tension. Okay. You need to, okay, I'm getting messages from the first pile. Like, I feel like you're still watching me right now, pile 1, and you're just moving on to another person you're asking about. She's saying, so this feminine energy is saying something about how, like, if you stop paying attention to how people look, like, people that you want to date, there's something, if it's not like date, it's like, friends, I heard, if this is a friend that you lost. If it's a family member, I think this is like a similar message. Because if this is a family member, she could have been somebody that just dealt with a lot of like divorce or something in her past. So maybe she has some advice for you. She said something about how like you need to stop looking at how people look when they do you wrong. And like I heard like generalizing. Like I feel like there's a generalization going on. Like maybe other people generalize you. Like maybe you look different, like you're alternative, or you just look really different from people around you. Oh, sorry, hold on. Hold on. Peter? Oh, Peter's not here right now. Are you dropping off the two heads?
Yeah.
You can drop them off right over here. Hold on, guys. Let me like pause you really quick. Hold on, guys. Okay, I'm back now. Sorry. A little bit of a weird reading. I keep pausing. But anyways, hi, I'm back. Where was I? Okay, she said something about how like she wants you to know evil doesn't look like something's. There's no way you generalize evil people. Maybe this person was harmed by their partner in the end. I don't want to use those words, but I feel like something about this is like this person went through abusive relationships for sure, or something like this. And maybe her advice for you is evil doesn't have a specific look. Evil doesn't have a specific job. Evil doesn't have a specific stereotype or race or anything. There's something about how maybe you look really closely at like, oh, this person has this kind of job, so maybe they're gonna act like my ex because my ex had that job, or like this person is like this. Maybe like some of you guys were going through a weird phase, or even friends or jobs, going through jobs even where it was like completely different from what you actually wanted or felt, but you were so desperate to escape like a similar situation. Like maybe you're going through nonstop cycles of like unsuccessful relationship or unsuccessful friendship or job, and it's because you are, I don't know, she said like sometimes you could be making the wrong choice like on people because you're looking at the 3D things, like you're not looking at maybe your intuition. There's something about how like maybe if like a broke guy, right, like a homeless guy or a broke guy, you know, who tricked you to sleep on your couch, let's say, you know, betrays you, and then you're like, fine, I'm never gonna deal with this again, and you go out and you find another guy, and the guy has a whole job and he has a whole house of his own, but then he freaking betrays you too. It's like something like this. It's like no matter what, evil abusers, things like that, they don't have a specific look about them. So there's also something about maybe like be like really vigilant with yourself, but also like don't discount people just because they have something similar to like somebody who did you wrong, or like you're so focused on avoiding repeating cycles that you're accidentally repeating the cycles just in a different language every time, or a different font. And it's like this franticness, like this, not desperation, but almost like I need to just get away from this. I need to get away from this. I need to get away from this. And she said something about like, you don't need to do that, because I learned the hard way that if I just slowed down and I just looked at people and just went for what I wanted in the first place, period, regardless, it would have worked out. Oh, thank you. I'm glad that this is actually resonating for you. Yeah, that's what she wants to say. And also, if this is like a job, I don't know why these people are giving you advice, but maybe you haven't talked to these people in a long time, and they've just been, I don't know, whoever this is, they've been watching you up there since they passed away, and they have a lot to say, you know, like these people have things to say to you, about what they're watching, what they're seeing, what you're telling them. And yeah, like, she just said live life. Just live. Pile 2, the big message from this person is just live. Just live. If you feel like doing it, do it. Like, yes, don't be afraid to go out with like a different person, like a completely different person, or have a completely different experience. But maybe ask yourself, why are you experiencing that person or that experience? Like, why are you putting yourself through that different experience? Is it for the right reasons, or is it because you're trying to escape something? You're trying to skip over healing something inside yourself that makes you attract certain kinds of people to you? Are you doing it because you genuinely want to experience that different experience you've been waiting to, or is it because you are just running away from something? You're running away from the past. You're running away from re-feeling trauma or the possibility of receiving trauma again. Or what is it, you know? That's what she also wanted to say. Are you, like, you've never dated, let's say you've never dated, I don't know, athletic guys before. And then you're like, well, my last guy was kind of out of shape and lazy. And now you're like desperate and you go for the athletic guy. Are you doing that because you genuinely like that guy and just by chance like everything seemed to fit in this moment? Or are you doing that because you're trying to escape something? Or do you need time to yourself to think more about what you want? She also said you don't need to rush into things, because she went through abusive relationships, like many. I heard she went through quite a few like tough situations, and a lot of it could have been avoided if she just stopped looking at the 3D, stopped looking at the costume they're wearing, and start looking within. Like, how do their actions make you feel? Do you feel right or do you feel wrong? Not, and by that I mean, like, I'm getting a feeling of like someone like jumping into a pool or like dropping into an experience that's kind of like a lot of anxiety, like it's new, like a new place, it's like empty or something, but it's like that person just, I don't know, it's like a feeling of like jumping into the pool but you didn't need to, and you're just experiencing all this anxiety or all this cold water, all this reality, because you're forcing yourself into it. And it's like you get to the surface of the water and everything is still the same in your life. Like, it's almost like you escape into a different, like, I'm not saying this is what you do, but I'm just saying like this is something that this person could have done. Maybe I'm repeating what they could have done in their past and they're preventing this, but that's something here about that. Like, even if you're like paranoid about like making new friends or like meeting new people, it's like she said, like, people will betray you, like, no matter what, you know, it happens, and you just got to get smarter about it. But you can't just sit inside your house all day and just wish for some miracle random unicorn to walk by and then you fall in love or you have a new friend. Like, that's not how it works. You got to go outside. And if you do this, if you open yourself and open yourself and open yourself, and I'm not trying to like force you, and I'm not trying to say that you need to do this and that. Do it in your own time, of course. But like, as long as you're moving in that direction of, yes, I want a new experience, but I also want a new experience that's right for me, like 100%. It's like you're going to manifest a lot of money into your life. You're going to manifest a lot of health. I heard a lot of health upgrades, like you're really healthy. You're going to be sick a lot less, like, and also like a self-love. There's something about how like you also really need to love yourself. Maybe you guys are getting into that right now, like the self-love situations, like especially when it has to do with your background, like where you're from, where your family is from, your culture, your religion, your spirituality. Some of you guys could be indigenous, native, and have like tribal roots. You're like going back to that. Some of you guys, they said focus on that, focus on you, focus on your background, focus on, I also heard it would help you a lot if you focus on what your ancestors do or did. Because it makes sense. It makes sense for your genetics to do something related to your ancestors, like their interests. Hey, K-Car, thank you. But yeah, that is pile 2, guys. I'm gonna get one more message because she's really, I'm getting ooh, this plant always falls. I'm getting like a sassy vibe. Like, this person's kind of sassy. She said she wants to say a little more. Okay, White Star. Maybe someone listened to Madonna, because I'm hearing, baby, I'm your lucky star. Is that how that song goes? Da na 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 da 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 da. I haven't heard that. Baby, I haven't heard that in so long, dude. Maybe somebody listens to Madonna, or this person used to like listening to Madonna, or like maybe their generation is like the 80s, kind of like that time, like where people were like voguing. And I don't know, maybe this person's part of the LGBT community for some of you guys. I'm also hearing Mariah Carey and Ariana. So like maybe this person likes music like that. She likes music that's like got singing in it, like singing pop music. But this person, because I picked this up, this person wants you to know, like lastly, that you that when if you continue focusing, if this is already a confirmation that you're already kind of working on your background, focusing on yourself, focusing on your ancestors, if you continue in this direction, your star will it will glow. Like your star will start to glow more. Your star will turn yellow from white. Like right now it's white. Like you're in the shape of a star. You look like a star. Like maybe somebody here wants to be famous, or maybe who you're asking about used to be a stage performer. Pile two, like whoever you're asking about, they used to be on stage or something. They used to be a star. Like this could be somebody who was like a local celebrity of some sort, or they could have been into performing arts for some of you. Continuing on what I was saying, so you're already shaped like a star. She wants you to know like you look like one. Some of you guys could literally, especially if you're trying to get into the show business, I heard, or something about like content creating. I heard modeling, acting for some of you guys, or singing or playing guitar, musician. They said that you already look like famous person, like, or like even if you don't do any of those things, like you could be somebody that just like I don't know, like you could do carpentry, you could do like something really unrelated to that type of entertainment stuff, but like you could shine in your industry, like you really stand out, or like you could make a lot of business and you already look like it. Like maybe if you don't do something that has to do with like show business, you could just do whatever it is that you do. You already kind of act like or look like to other people someone successful in it. Like you already look like a high ranker. You already look like you act and you move in a way like somebody that already has a successful business, or already is like a star, or already famous or celebrity naturally. Maybe you have like, I don't know, you have a look about you. You just have like the it factor. I heard you have the, what is that term? Je ne sais quoi? I'm sorry if I said that wrong, or something like that. I've something, that French term where it's like you have that like vibe. Like there's people out there, they can paint themselves blue and red and get the crazy hair and the crazy shit and crazy piercings and do all this stuff to get people's attention, but like on camera, maybe like sometimes their presence is just, they just can't talk to people, or sometimes their personality is really unlikable, really shrill, and like they just don't have the star power. Like there's certain people that are like gorgeous, beautiful, 100% perfect on paper, but when they hit these auditions, it's like it's just toilet flushing. Like it's not, people don't, I don't know, it's not the it factor, but you have it already. It's just that the more you focus on your colors, the more you focus on what makes you, this star will turn yellow. So maybe she's saying something about like focusing on what makes you unique, focusing on you, putting more energy, effort, and investment in things that make you, literally you, your culture, even your sexuality, your gender, your lifestyle, your passions, what makes you you, what are the things that go to you, what have you been through, how do you make people, how do you contribute, how do you make people happy, even if this is something you want to do, or how do you help people, or how do you help people you care about. Like just focusing on little things like that, it will make you glow. You already, maybe they're saying, like, I think she's saying that you're already on your way to that stardom. You're already on your way to your full purpose and the meaning in your life. Like you're really close to finding it, but the one last step is to color it in with your color, not someone else's color, not what this person looks like, it's you. Turn that star yellow or brown or whatever color, red. It's like you, yeah. This is because you already stand out, like you already have the it factor and you already are really unique. Like people remember you. I heard like, especially if, again, like something about auditioning or job interviews, people always remember your name off the bat, like off the top of their head, like just from meeting you once. You have a very strong impression on people, but it's like, if you just focus more, like a lot on like, again, what makes you you, what connects you to your ancestors, this is gonna make you so unique. I heard it's gonna make you so individual, so like in touch with your purpose, that no one can copy you. Like, it's gonna be impossible for people to confuse your energy with anyone else's. It's gonna make, I heard, make you a household name. It could make you into an icon, a enigma. I heard it might turn you into an enigma. There's something about leaning into who you really are, leaning in. Stop trying to fit in. Stop trying to hide parts about yourself that you think are gonna make people not like you. Just go for it, because chances are there's people out there just like you that are afraid to share that, or share who they are, or share their culture or something, that would benefit a lot from seeing someone like you up there. I heard trailblazer. I heard like, especially even if people bully you, like even if this is something that people would bully you about, like something about you that makes you personal, it's like, you're still going to, even the bullying, like even if people bully you, pick on you, that still makes you famous. Like, it's still going to make you famous. It's still forming colors, because it's because like they said, don't be worried about people picking on you when you're on stage or something like this, because they're galvanizing your spot there. They're galvanizing, like they're actually, like they're making your identity in a way. I know it sounds weird because they're haters, but like, it's like, or anti-fans, but it's like they're making your identity even more strong, like more, your brand. I heard they're making your brand. They're making your brand, because it's showing people like what kind of person you are and what kind of person you're not. And this is especially good if you want to attract people that have similar interests to you, or are not going to be judgmental of you. It's kind of like, people out, it's like, it's, for example, let's say like Westboro Baptist Church. You know how they have those signs that say God hates beep, you know, how God hates gays, whatever, and they stand outside with the signs, and they stand outside of places that usually have like an LGBT owner or something, like they're like, oh, God hates blah, blah, blah. There's like people, there's people that will like stand out there, right? They're standing outside the, I don't know, lesbian owned bakery. But it's kind of like, that place will still get customers, because there will be customers that don't agree with the church, like they don't not agree with the signs, and they'll give that place even more business. And it's like the play, like that place they're boycotting, it's attracting the right customers, and it's because they're kind of showing what you don't represent or what you don't want. If that makes sense. I'm sorry if that makes no sense at all. But it's like, the louder people are that don't agree with you are, the more you're attracting the actual people that actually get you. Because they're the Westboro Baptist Church standing outside your house with the big signs that say, God hates Jungle Collective, or blah, 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 hey, we don't agree. It's like, there's going to be other people nearby that are like, well, I agree, and I'm going to go over there right now. Like, oh, thank you for letting me know what you're about, and I'm just gonna go over there, and I'm gonna be friends with Jungle Collective. I'm gonna give them business. I'm gonna be their friend. I want to date them. There is a lot of people in the world. They want you to know there's lots of people in this world. It's not just all negative people or small-minded people, okay? Just because other people haven't gone out, like you need to also realize, just because other people have lived in a cave all their life, or lived under a rock all their life, doesn't mean that you have to. I also heard something about like Victorian child, enough to give a Victorian child a seizure or something. Have you heard that meme where it's like, things in the modern times that would kill a Victorian child, and it would be like an iPhone, or like, like if you had a time machine and went back in time with like modern stuff, like what kind of mental breakdown would it give the people? It's like you're giving me that vibe, like you're kind of like she's saying that like you're the kind of person who would like give a Victorian child like a heart attack. like these, and it's kind of like these people that disagree with you that you might face on stage or whatever this is, whatever this means, like they're the Victorian children. Like they're like the ones who just cannot handle it. You're like a monster drink, you're like a monster energy drink, and these are like Victorian children that will literally have a heart attack just from one sip. It's just, they can't get it. They're not strong enough. They can't tolerate. It's also reminding me of like when people smoke weed, right? And there's like always a guy that's like, oh, your tolerance is so low, ha ha ha. It's kind of like that. Like you're like the high tolerance stoner, and this is like some like high school kid who's taking their first hit and like throwing up immediately and passing out. Like that's like what these people are like. You just surpass. And so you need to stop worrying about the people who can't handle the flavors. All right, this is also giving me vibes of like those restaurants that have to put the spicy disclaimer on their food, and it's like, you don't need to do that. It's food, and you don't need to put a big sign, you know, oh, it's spicy, like that's over excessive. You don't need a disclaimer. Stop focusing on putting a disclaimer on yourself. Stop watering yourself down again for these Victorian children or these weaklings who can't handle a little bit of sauce. Just focus on making your flavor more deep. Maybe this person likes to cook or liked to cook. Add more soy sauce, add more depth, and make it so that these people actually do die from drinking you as a monster energy drink. Make it so that these people really do have a heart attack because you're being yourself. All right. Thank you. That is pile 2. I'm going to move on to the last pile 3. Thank you guys so much for being here, and thank you for the confirmations in the chat. If this resonates with you, please feel free to let me know in the comments, and leave me a like if you'd like. It lets me know that I'm doing my job for the divine properly. All right. Oh, thank you. Sensei. Yeah, I know. Woo! Almost dropped that plant. Woo! Okay. Pile 3. Pile 3 is clumsy. Pile 3 is going to be, I think pile 3 might be a little bit of a wild ride. I feel like that's why all these things are falling over. But this is my last pile, guys. Okay. Pile 3 is going to be the gas relief pills, the fart pills. I'm not embarrassed. Like, sometimes I just be tootin', and I have to take these. Not very often, though. It doesn't happen very often anymore. But, but like, yeah, sorry, TMI. Gas pills. So, pile 3. This could have been someone who worked in the medical industry. For some of you guys, pile 3. This could be like a family member or friend who used to work in like pharmaceuticals or in a hospital. For some of you guys, and others of you, this person could have just like spent the end of their life kind of at home in bed, like around people that really love them, like around like maybe their partner, like maybe they were taken care of by their partner when they passed away. I'm seeing like someone had to take a lot of pills, you know. What does this person want to say? But this person has yeah, they used to be like a doctor for some of you, or like some sort of therapist. This is someone that's like athletic. This person could have been athletic, but also like really intelligent, like in a book way, like a book smart way. Like this is someone who definitely studied in like medical school or some sort of school. I heard mechanical engineering. This person could have also been like an engineer of some sort, or somebody who built machines. And this is like really like deep, like either they had to study like chemistry or like advanced like math, trigonomics. I heard, I don't know what the heck, how do you say that, because I don't care about math, but like, you know, like formulas and things, and like I heard like physics, and then like really serious stuff. But they could also be like really athletic, like they could like always have been really active. Thank you. Someone said, damn, this shit is gas. Thank you. Okay. All right. Let's. There's already cards come out for this person. I feel like you didn't really talk to this person very much. I don't think this person really knew a lot about you. I think this person, when they were alive, they got like they got details about you, but it was always through other people. It was always through other people. What does this person have to say? Actually, let me not get into what they have to say. Let me pick up on what kind of person this is real quick. Wide fingernails. This could have been somebody that is very practical. Like, this is a really practical person. They could be like really logical, like very like somebody who's really used to putting things into instructions. So this could be somebody that's like used to teaching people things, or like they could have been like a manager or like a trainer, like they trained people to do this, like they went to school or they did something like really complicated, really smart, like really hard to achieve, and then maybe like towards the end of their life they were like a mentor even to like other people, like that was like their job, or like they oversaw people. Like this person could have been a scientist for some of you guys. This person is very stubborn. I feel like this could have been an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or someone with like air, maybe air even, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. 65 or 60 could be relevant. That could be an age or a year. This person could have been really active in the 60s. This person represents like security and stability in their family. This could be somebody with kids as well. I'm gonna be really honest with you. This could have been someone who was abusive. It could be someone that people kind of think is abusive. Like maybe not like to you, but maybe this person was abusive to like their own family, but you didn't know. Or like this is giving me like, this could either be a masculine person or like a feminine person. But I feel like whoever this is, they could have been like kind of like, you didn't know this, but maybe they were like abusive to like their own kids or something like this, or even their wife, or like maybe someone tried to tell this to you. But maybe like to your face, this person was always very like kind, happy, but like weirdly practical. This person could have like tried to also come across like they had a lot of money, but like maybe they didn't really, like, I don't know, maybe like I heard something about retirement, like this person was retired. This is natural causes. This person passed away from natural causes, I heard. It's like because this person is like really active. Like this is somebody who is always active. Like even if they were old, it was like wake up at 6 a.m, do this. Like this person overexerts themselves. Like if they were to do a sport, they got to practice it like all night, like to get the right movement. Like this is somebody who's really works themselves like really thin, like, and I think that could be why this person like passed away due to natural causes. Like that could have had something to do with it. Maybe they had like a heart problem or something, like a stroke or like some sort of injury. But this person like they're like a really hard worker, but like there's people that don't like them because like they unfortunately took a really long time in their life to like I heard like learn how to take accountability and face things. Like I said, this could be somebody's father, like a father of somebody. Like it doesn't have to be your father, but it could be. It's like it took him a really long time, him or her a really long time, like until like barely near the end of their life, to like take accountability for how they treated people, like, or abused people, like, or their kids, you know, growing up, or in their job, like maybe when they were younger. Like this could have been someone who was really successful at a young age, like had a lucrative job, or became like I heard prodigy. This could be somebody that was like seen as a prodigy, like really like really famous at a young age, or like this could be an inventor, like I said, a scientist, inventor. I heard investor, I almost said investor. Like somebody at a young age, really successful, made a lot of money, and maybe like this led to this person like being low-key like not the greatest to the people that they came across. Like they kind of treated people like nothing, kind of like disposable. I heard like pages in a book. um and I feel like this person, like they're not greedy. Like this isn't someone that like was really focused on money. That's like a weird thing though. I don't really usually see that often with people like this. It's complicated. It's complicated. It's like this is giving me a vibe of like you could have been like for example, like if you're a male, like you could be like a guy in this family, like a boy, and this could be a man, and the man was like really bad to his daughter, or bad to like other family members, like in his own family, but like he's nice to you because you're a man, or like you're a guy. Or like if this is a woman, right, like she's really effed up to like her family, like her kids, but because you're a girl, like she was like so like did not show that side to her of herself to you. Well, what happened in the chat? Oh, thanks, Sessa. I'm glad I could make you laugh. um yeah, like I feel like this person, maybe this could also be somebody that spent a lot of time away from their family and you always wondered why, and this could have been like a really successful person, like spent away. Maybe like they're this person, if this is an older person, I'm getting like an older person vibe because this is like gray and this is gray. Like this person could have like adult kids that like don't really, they're not really connected to this person, like they're not really involved because maybe in the past they were really like not there. They could have just been not there for their kids. This could even be someone who had like multiple families or another family, and like this was a huge secret. Oh shit. Okay, pile 3. This person could have had like a secret family, and then like their actual current family like could have known, or like their wife knew, but like they didn't really do anything about it or say anything, and maybe that's why this person's adult kids just in the end didn't really want to be there for them or like listen, and it was really strained. And maybe you didn't know this, and this person kind of was like really nice to you and cool. I don't think this person didn't take accountability because they couldn't or because they didn't feel bad. I think this person did in the end feel really bad for the abuse they put certain people through, but it was like by the time they wanted to make it right, those people turned their back. Like their kids turned their back on him or her, or like their spouse did, or like in a secret way. And it was kind of like at that point, out of respect, this person just kind of stopped trying, or stopped trying to push themselves on these people, like they understood, and maybe they kind of just came around to your family or came around you and just kind of like treated you as if that you were their son or their daughter. Like they were nice to you in a way, like in a distant way, like disconnected way. And it just comes from that place, like a really weird place where this person just, I don't know, they were like stuck in a weird place. But that was their karma. I think they were like dealing with that as karma, like their family just not really connecting with them in the end. And maybe that's something that you didn't really know. um like this person has anger issues or something, or they used to have anger issues, or maybe they were like, you didn't know this person was like a big drinker, and when they get drunk they like would say things that they don't mean, or like do things that they don't mean, and like it just kind of, I don't know, over the years just really made people spiteful of him or her. The heartline. Yeah, like I think this person's like realism and logical, like scientific personality rubbed people the wrong way and made them seem like they were heartless. Like maybe this person wasn't actually abusive. For some of you, maybe they were, and you know this, so that don't discount what I'm about to say. But for some of you, this person was abusive in an emotional way, where they would just like, I don't know, like be void of all emotion or all empathy towards people that they were supposed to care about. And like they could have treated people like an experiment, like a scientific experiment or machine that he created. Like he could have, like, this could be why like his family didn't really, I don't know, like his kids or somebody like that in his life didn't really like want to be there for him anymore, because he kept treating people in his life like the machines he worked on. Or like if this is a surgeon, it's like this person was always at work, or like I said, something about like Like, instead of treating people like people, it's like, what do I need to fix? What part in here do I need to replace? It was never like listen. He never listened to them. Like, he never listened to these people. He just kind of would think, oh, there's something that just needs to be changed, or maybe you need to take a medication. Like, this could even be someone who says like, well, there's a medicine for that. There's a medicine for that. There's a medicine for this. There's a pill for that. There's a pill for that. There's a pill for, like, this could be that kind of person. Like, they don't sit and just kind of humanize or see things. And that could have made people just really disconnect from him. But he wants to tell you here that you have a really good heart. Like I said, this is someone who they weren't always the purest person when they were alive, and maybe this person is seeing that you dealt with people that were not good people, and maybe he wants to tell you something here. Semicircular, negative indication, difficult to achieve your goals. Saturn, something about a Saturn's return, or like somebody's going through a Saturn's return. He said because, so okay, so pile 3, now the star is fully yellow here. He said because you are a star, because you are like really shiny, like this person wants you to know they're really impressed with you, and maybe they didn't really ever tell you that when they were alive. Like, this person's really impressed with you, and he didn't understand, or she didn't understand, why people didn't talk about you more to him, or people kind of put a filter or didn't really want to put you guys in the same room very often, because he's like looking at you and he's like, damn, like, you're very, very talented, like very smart. I don't know why your family told me that you were like doing nothing with your life, or that like the things that like you're not good at anything. Like, I could have helped you. Like, he said, I could have helped you, or could have given you some advice, or like got you connected somehow. And this person says that they're doing it now from the other side. Like, this person is connected. You don't know. I'm getting an uncle vibe. This could be like an uncle, like a great uncle, or like somebody's uncle, or someone around that age. This person, like, they want you to know that they are actually, I heard, manipulating things. They're manipulating things, or like changing people's minds in a way where you're gonna get something to work for you. Because like I said, this person's very like, there's a pill for that. There's a medicine for that. There's a machine that can fix that. And if there's not, I can make one. I can build one right now. And thank you, Devote. Thank you for, oh, thank you. Thank you for protecting the chat. Thank you, Dragon Squad. Thanks, Devote. Yeah, so this person, instead of looking at things like, oh, well, if you just do this and that, you know, this will be fixed. No, this person is like, no, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna fix things in a way where, like, physically, I heard physically, this person from the other side is fixing things. So this could be like practical, as in like, I heard tires are popping. Tires are popping. I don't know what that means. Like, I don't know, someone's gonna run over, not you. I heard someone else is gonna run over a curb and pop their tire. Like, something physically is happening to people because of this ancestor. Maybe you thought another, okay, I said ancestor. It doesn't have to be, but like, maybe this person's old enough to be an ancestor. This person, whoever this is, maybe you thought that another ancestor or another relative of yours, or whoever this is, another friend who passed on, was the one that was going to put down some sort of boundaries, or spiritually kind of like put people in their place. But it's actually this person. It's actually this person right here that you don't know very well, because he's very practical. Like, he knows exactly where it hurts people, because he sees things in a very, very, very like straightforward, logical way. So it's kind of like, you know what I was watching yesterday? I was watching Bones, and that's like this show about this lady that works for the FBI, and she like is like an anthropologist or something. Like, they find like human remains that are too old to identify, and her job is to identify them. But her character in the show is very like, it's very like robotic. Like, some people would call her almost robotic. To me, like, I'm autistic, so I kind of recognize her as kind of neurospicy. She acts neurospicy, as in like things that make other people emotional or awkward do not make her feel awkward. Like she'll just be like, what, all I said was this and that, and people are like, no. It's kind of like giving me that vibe. Like I feel like that's this person. They could be like, they could also be neurodivergent. Like this could be someone who had like autism in some way, or Asperger's, but like maybe you didn't know. Like that's why they're like really good with those types of things, like remembering things, remembering details, like really over studying things. But it's like that, maybe that's why people don't typically have like see this person as someone with tact, because they always have a solution, they always have something to fix it. They don't ever just, well, this makes, like if you were to say this makes me upset, this person would be like, why does that make you upset? All you have to do is this. Like they don't see like the part that, like, why are you yelling? Like I heard, why are you yelling? Why are you yelling? That's what this person's saying. Why are you yelling? So like I heard, like if you're going through something right now, especially if it's like out of your control, like maybe someone else is doing something to your life, or like the government, even I heard, like bills or some sort of payments or something weird in your life is like out of your control. He said that he said, well, all you have to do is this, and all I have to do is that, and that, and that, and this will happen, and you'll be okay, and then you'll be the star again. Like, that's what I'm hearing here. Like, this person's very logical and active. He doesn't think about, like, the karma or, like, the emotions of the people he's affecting right now, because he's just like, well, they treated you like this, so therefore a fair assessment of the situation, a fair compensation is this. Like, if these people were giving you trouble, let's say, for example, you have some people in your life that were giving you trouble and you don't do anything to them, and they're like constantly, you know, like, I don't know, ruining things around you or something, right? Like family members, exes, something like this. And, you know, maybe like they like effed up your car like over and over again, maybe in a mild way, like maybe like your ex-boyfriend, right? Keys your car, like a tiny scratch every day, or like a one pop on the tire like once a week. And this could have gone on for like months, and you didn't do anything. You're like, whatever, like I don't really care about this guy, I don't care about this ex-girlfriend or whatever. And it's like, this ancestor or whoever this is you're asking about, he's looking at it and he's like, well, this person has done this for exactly 3 years to this person's car. Therefore, I think a fair compensation for that is that this person should get in a car accident that incapacitates them for 3 years. Like this is like, and there's no emotion. Like, it's not like out of anger or cruelty. It's like this person is like, no, that's fair. Because, and I can see this man get to a chalkboard and just start writing out like your name, and then like a division, like the radical symbol from the division, and then putting another person's name on top of it, and then putting this person's name, and then like doing a whole mathematical equation about like, well, see, 3 years times this much air PSI in the tires that they popped, plus this cost of replacing them, plus the cost of, is going to equate to the hospital bills of this person being comatose in the hospital bed, having a broken leg, broken ribs, exactly rib number 3, and also disc number 8 being, you know, that's exactly this much money and this much cost for this much emotional damage, blah, blah, like that's what I'm seeing this person do, like on a chalkboard, like when it comes to some sort of conflict like that. Like they're very, like, this person's really logical. Like he always will make sure like something fair will happen for you. And I think it has to do with him kind of trying to want to make up for like his lack of tact in people's lives, like when he was alive. He could be also like there for his kids in a way too, but you're one of those people, like you could be considered one of the kids, or like in the generation that like he would have looked over here. Wow. But like, so like there's like no emotion. It's just not that there's no emotion, there is emotion. It's inside there, and it's in their brain, but it's like this person doesn't let that sway them in any way. Like their emotion, this could even be somebody that like keeps their emotions like only with their wife or husband, like only their wife or husband sees their emotion. But outside, everywhere else, it's always like, I'm strong, I know what to do, you do this, you do that, like, oh, that's not a big problem. Like, even if like there's a crisis, confirmation, even if there's a crisis, this person's just like smiling. They're like smiling, like everything's on fire. They're like, we're gonna be okay, right? All we gotta do is this, and they're right. He's usually right. And then it's, I don't know, maybe I feel like women in his life did not like him before this. Like something about like they did not like arguing with him for this because he'll be like always right or something, but it's like it's not right to argue about this at this time. But like again, something about like neurodivergence, neurospicy, like like it's not right because he doesn't get it. Like he's not wired that way. Maybe you could be neurospicy. Like maybe you could be neurodivergent. You could also be autistic, or you could be the one with ADHD or like something like this. And it's like he can relate to you in some way. And he's like kind of like learning up there. And he's like, I keep saying he, so this could be a he or a masculine energy. Like he's changing things around for you. The other readings, you know, you notice those people were like, look within yourself. This person's like, no, 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 no. You don't need to do that. Let's just do this. While you work on yourself and do all the things. I heard, okay, see, this is where I can see why a woman did not like this man. I heard this man say, see, you can let those ladies tell you to do that. But me, I'm going to go, me, your uncle, or me, Mr. So-and-so, I'm going to go do this right now. You can go, you can make yourself feel better inside. But right now, I'm going to go and just do this. Like, that's gonna be the real fair. Like, maybe this is someone who always likes to be right. Again, something about, like, if they're right, if they prove themselves right in a conversation, they'll be like, see, and that's why we da-da-da. Like, they sound like a teacher almost. Like, it's like, you can go ahead and do that and listen to that advice, but I'm gonna go and do that. See? And see, and then you could see this person's tire popped, or like a big freaking collision crash. You know, the person has a neck brace, and you can hear him just be like, and see, and that's why blah 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 blah. And they point, he's from the direct sunlight outside, so I'm gonna just do my best. But anyways, I just wanted to finish off pile 3 with this last message from him here. He said, or he or she says, you need to stop babying people that mistreat you. You're a really nice person. You're an empath. And when someone makes you angry, he says it's okay to completely cut them off. Don't let people gaslight you, come back in, say, well, you did overreact, or you did, because remember, they did something to get you to do that. And he said something about like, trust your first decision. I'm just seeing someone take a multiple choice test and they picked this one choice on the multiple choice test, and then they erased it, and then they picked the other one, and then the whole time it was the first answer. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like you know, ready the first time, like trust your emotion. Like if they drove you to the point where you got to cut someone off, don't let them back in. He said, especially right now, because he's about to F up their lives, but he doesn't see it as effing it up. He wants to, like, I think what's funny is like this person doesn't see it as effing it up from up there. He just sees it as like, well, this is just compensation. Like, this is someone who really cares about getting their money, like their money's worth. Yeah. Someone could have played tennis, or someone could have worn, like, or golf. Like, this could be someone who played tennis or golf, wore a lot of polo shirts, or, like, I'm seeing someone, like, tie the sweater around their neck, kind of, and, like, hang it off. Or, like, they wear kind of, like, this person, like, likes to wear kind of, like, fancier clothes, or, like, I heard he dressed like a politician. He or she dressed like a politician, kind of. But yeah, this person said you need to stop being so empathic. Like, maybe he's saying that because something's about to happen to somebody that's going to confirm this reading for you. Like, maybe something's about to happen and to somebody that's been giving you issues, and you're going to remember me telling you this in this reading, and you might be like, wow, like, he's really there. And he said something about how, like, when something happens to these people, it might be really bad to the point where your empathy may be triggered, but you have to remember why you cut these people off, what they did or do to get this, and it's their karma. There's something about like something unforgivable. Unforgivable is a real thing. He said also unforgivable is a real thing. It's a real thing. Respect yourself. Because he's about to I heard turn the block. I heard he's about to turn the block on these people. Like, you know, when someone drives around and then you see them first and then you're like, oh shit, you're on alert, and then they come back around again with something a little more. It's like, that's what I'm seeing in my mind. Like he saw what he needed to see, and now something's going to happen to somebody and you're going to hear about it, and they're urging you not to be empathic. Like, turn off all your empathy, not even be angry, not even be like, ha ha ha, F that person, I'm glad they're dead, or I'm glad that this happened to them, or their leg got chopped off. Like, no, like more like, just like, cut it off. Like, there isn't, like, I heard, like, whoever this is that's gonna about to like pass away or like lose a limb or something extreme, like it's gonna be like to the point where like you almost will feel bad. It's like you have to remember this is compensation. And if you don't want to deal with this person's karmic debt, let them lose that limb, let them be upset. I don't know, just don't interact. I heard also, like, you don't need to I don't know, say anything when this happens. Like he's like getting somebody or something out of your way so that you can continue because it's practical. This person could have also been in the military, or like, I don't know, had a child in law enforcement. Like, it's very practical, very like, and forward and forward and onwards and onwards and onwards. Like, he wants you to go and onwards. But yeah, so like when this happens to somebody, I heard also someone's gonna get like a really bad head injury. Like, I heard shaken baby syndrome. Holy shit, shaken baby syndrome. Like, maybe someone's baby is gonna get brain damage by accident. Maybe, I don't know. Or like maybe somebody, like their body is gonna shake so hard in a car accident or some sort of big accident that like their brain bounces around and they like die or they don't function. This could even be, wow, you know what, I remember when I said this person could have been a doctor? I feel like something is gonna happen to someone in a really specific way where you know it's gonna be this ancestor that like pitched in on it. Because especially if you know this person was like a surgeon or somebody like a scientist, somebody that was really, really like aware of like like body parts, like what organ does this, that something really unique may happen to somebody, like in a way where like really complicated, I can't think of it right now, but like something really tricky that even the doctor could not fix, like, or they couldn't like hem up in time, where this person may pass away or get really, really effed over, like paralyzed, like their face is paralyzed, like something really, really strongly like extreme, but it's so specific and it's so rare, or like so like you know, like when you like, you know, when like someone like drops one thing and then that thing tips over another thing and then a bunch of glass falls down, like everything else falls down. It's like this person may like, I don't know, like whoever you're asking about, they may cause something for somebody like this in a medical way. I heard specifically medical. So like this person may get misdiagnosed, like they may get really sick and then misdiagnosed for something, and it might be too late and their symptoms may get worse. Like, it may be so specific, like only, it's as if the only, like if this were to be a soap opera or a show, like a scene in a show, it's like, it's as if a doctor wrote it. Like, if this is a scene in a horror movie where it's like, what is the worst possible like situation for someone to going through an illness, it's like this is what happens. It could even be like a situation where like someone gets like an infection, like a blood infection. You know how like sometimes like when the nurse, they don't clean like the needle, the intravenous needle, and like people get paralyzed, like just because they went to the doctor for like a simple thing. Like, this could, like, whoever has been messing with you, they could be like somebody that doesn't have a lot of money when they need to go to a clinic, and they might go somewhere that is like dirtier, or like something really specific that like nobody, unless they were a doctor, I heard nobody would have seen this coming, or nobody would have been able to prevent this unless they were a doctor. So it's like, that's something really, really extreme is going to happen to someone that's going to cause like a really expensive medical expense they can't pay, and like really, I heard slow suffering. So like this person may not even be able to afford their medication for it, and they might like just deal with the pain until they pass. Like, this is really serious, pile 3. Like, this is intense. And he said it's because like he sees these people as a danger to you, or he sees whoever this problem is as a danger. And it's like in his mind, his logical mind, it makes sense to get rid of a threat. Like I said, it's like, I see a threat, let's get rid of it. Oh, like this person did this, well, it makes sense to take this back. So that's gonna be pile 3, guys. All right, I hope you like that. That's my reading. Thank you so much for joining me and, you know, bearing with me through all of the interruptions. If you liked how I read anything, or if something I said validated anything you were going through, feel free to leave me a comment. I love to hear the tea as usual, or you can email me personally at jungleintuitive@gmail.com. I really can't wait to hear your guys' responses. I really would appreciate it, especially since this is my first time doing like a whole public reading for like people that have passed on. So it would really mean a lot to me if you guys, like, if you're comfortable, like, just letting me know. Really appreciate it. Also, if you feel called to donate, there's a cash tag in my description. And if you want to book a personal, you can hit me up in my email. All right, so I'll see you guys later. And yeah. Okay, someone devote. Thanks, Bird. Do you ever get any feels from past pets? To be honest, I haven't tried it yet. I think I did before. I have tried to channel a pet before, but not like passed away. But I'm pretty sure I could. I could try. I'll try soon. I'll probably make it one of the next piles. But thanks so much, guys, for your confirmations. I'm gonna go now. And yeah. Anyways, peace.